Hi, my name is Indira Zulema Guzman Saiz, and I am committed to carrying out the revolution of Jesus Christ. So I have been a Christian ever since I could remember. My father was a minister. He's retired now, but he was a minister, and my mom and my parents always instilled a strong sense of faith in our growing up. In 2001, I got married to my husband, Philip, and in 2003, after trying for 2 years, we finally were able to give birth to our daughter, Hannah Saiz. In 2004, my life changed drastically from one second to the next. I was in a 70-mile-an-hour head-on collision. I had been invited to go play keys at a National Christian Hispanic Convention in Amarillo, Texas. And on the way back, we were in a car accident that completely shattered our lives. This accident, it broke me. It broke my body in 24 different places, but it broke so much more than that. It broke my family life. It broke members of my family. It broke a sense of we had it all together. Also resulted in my 8-month-old daughter having a traumatic brain injury, which left her with the right side paralysis and a permanent disability. I did not understand why this would have happened to me. I didn't understand why God would allow this to happen to me. I went through a period of guilt. I felt very guilty of why I was driving, or if I wasn't paying attention, or why I would even inflict this kind of pain on my daughter. And then there was times where I would just question God. I had a lot of times where I would have to wonder why and have these long conversations with God where I would ask him why. Why would you let this happen to me? Even now, sometimes I have very hard days where pain levels are very high and situations are real when we see our daughter going through a difficult time dealing with a disability, especially as she's growing. Things can get very difficult, and the only thing that we really have to cling on to is God and Jesus and his love and the faith that we have in him. I have a friend who's going through a difficult time right now. Her son is in the hospital, and I went up to her, and I really wanted to say something meaningful to her and tell her that things would be okay, but then I really couldn't, because sometimes you really don't know what's going to happen, and sometimes you just have to be by that person. So I said, I'm here for you, whatever I can do to help you, or whatever I can bring to show you that I love you and that we are supporting you. That's pretty much the only thing I was able to say to her. I think that when you are going through a tough situation, know that God is there and that he's watching over you, and he will never, ever leave you. The best part of this whole situation is that we get to put handicap plates on my car, and I have easy access to parking wherever I go. So that has been a perk out of all this. So I'm really excited about how Sanctuary is becoming more of an inclusive place, and we are seeing different members in the community coming to church and just experiencing what Jesus is doing in our lives, and just working or living life as a community, as a church, as a group of people who love each other and who really are a family. Muy pronto vamos a tener comida mexicana para todos. Para el 5 de mayo vamos a tener menudo, carne asada, una discada, taquitos al pastor, taquitos de buche, tripa, lengua. Va a estar delicioso. Los invito.